VSA Texas is a nonprofit organization that helps veterans display their work and they encourage veterans with disabilities. And they create opportunities for veterans to think outside the box. You know, they've definitely opened up doors for creative veterans that have disabilities and want to know about other organizations that also want to display veteran work.
We've just put together a training module that we'll now be taking out to arts organizations across the state and introducing the organizations to military culture, military terminology, the stressors, what our soldiers are coming back with, what they're facing, and how art and art programming is extraordinarily therapeutic and helps them work through their issues and re-enter society.
VSA Texas has given me the inspiration to be able to create art beyond my wildest dreams.
You know, we ask our people to do things that are incredibly horrific, and then we expect them to come home and just go back into their life. And that's where the arts can help, because the part of your brain where healing happens is also the part of your brain where creativity occurs. That if they can use their hands, use their minds, create something, and then talk about it, that's where real healing happens.
Painting clocks has been very good for me therapeutically. I think I do a lot of meditation when I'm painting, and I love it, and I intend to paint clocks till the day that I die. VSA Texas has been so encouraging to me as an artist and as a person.
Combat Paper Project is a project of veterans and paper makers who hold workshops to teach veterans how to make paper, mainly out of old uniforms, and you know, there's metaphor and for sort of breaking down your experiences and reshaping them and making them new or making them your own. There's also like an element of in that group environment when you're doing this part and you're cutting rag, you're sitting in a circle, you know, sort of sharing stories about like the stories that the uniforms have in them, you know what I mean? And so creating a space for folks to sort of share those stories is in a way it's sort of a peer counseling, you know what I mean? And then just feeling the uniforms as they go from this to like pulp, just mush, mush, mush. Something about the tactile experience is really calming, I think.
I mean, I feel like it's a great way to express emotion or feeling for me. Like a lot of my pieces are about something really dark, but they don't express that. So it's more this manifestation or a story that represents something and like life after, happiness, and how you can be inspired by something that might have been rough, something that wasn't pleasant to experience, but you can represent it in a way that's visually pleasing. Basically saying life moves on.
So it's expanded my horizons and actually it's given me a feeling of self-accomplishment and pride. And without this organization, wow, I wouldn't be exposed to the community and to different people who welcome my art.
I like the community aspect of it, you know, yeah. Early on when I first started, it was just really neat to have a use for this stuff. So it was really neat to find something that wasn't destructive or just throwing it away. Instead, I can turn it into something that moves me forward in life. So now it's just really like having a community of folks that are moving through that process and knowing that, you know, not alone, sort of letting people know that they're not alone as well.
VSA Texas gives people the opportunity to come out of themselves.
It's made me feel wholesome. It's made me feel alive again. It's actually made me feel self-worth.
VSA Texas makes me feel a part of an artist's community of veterans and a welcome part. There's an open door policy. I'm always invited.
I just hope that other artists that are also veterans find a way to just continue being creative and continue pushing themselves.